Thank you very much, John. Lovely having you on. Right, as revealed earlier this week, the Foo Fighters are back on tour. They're coming to the UK, which is very exciting. I said that tickets would be going on sale on Friday. Well, it is Friday, and they're on sale in about 4.5 minutes' time. You can get them from the Absolute Radio ticket store, which is absoluteradio.co.uk/tickets. Whilst you're there, you can also secure your tickets for this year's Isle of Wight Festival. And one of the headliners, Mr. Liam Gallagher, is calling into the show. You can hear me chatting with Liam. It's coming up next on Absolute Radio 90s, noughties and 10s.
The Dave Berry Breakfast Show with Wix.
It's your Friday morning. You're listening to the Dave Berry Breakfast Show on Absolute Radio. And this morning, taking a break from the studio, calling into the breakfast show, it's the one and only Liam Gallagher. There is much to talk about. Let's start with the fact you are headlining the Isle of Wight Festival on the Friday night. Which part of that whole process are you most looking forward to?
I mean, I guess just doing a gig, really. You know what I mean? It's been a long time since we've done a festival and that, so that'll be good. You know what I mean? So hanging out, maybe have a pint of Guinness with Tom Jones, because he's a geezer. I think he's playing before us and that or something, but he'll be there. So yeah, stuff like that, man.
A pint of Guinness with Tom Jones. That's great. The Isle of Wight obviously takes place 16th to 19th of September. You mentioned having a pint there. That is your birthday week. Have you got any plans to tie the two in? Do you celebrate your birthday? Do you make the whole thing last a week? Do you just want to forget about it? What kind of guy are you?
Oh no, I'm not one of them having a birthday for weeks. That's wrong. That's wrong. My 40th, man. I went to a nice restaurant and that was it, done. People are having 17th birthdays, 18th birthdays, and they're going on trips around the world for a month. I'm like, what's going on here? No wonder the country's in the way it is. Everyone's on 30 monthlies. You know what I mean? I'll definitely have a couple of drinks and that after the Isle of Wight gig, actually. I mean, that's the last gig, I think. So, and my birthday. So yeah, I'll probably be out of it for about 6 months.
Another thing we have to talk about, all us Oasis fans, Liam, is the movie Nebworth 1996, which is coming out on the 23rd. You're credited as the exec producer. I think we all want to know, how hands-on were you? Did it involve you revisiting old footage? How did you find the whole process?
No, well, let me tell you this. Here's how hands-on I was. I've done nothing, because this is the thing, right? Yeah, here's my theory, right? Yeah, I'm not even in it. I mean, I'm in the film, but like, there's loads of. I'm not having a talking head over it. You know what I mean? We did that with Supersonic. The film speaks for itself. It's like the fans and the music. They don't need me ramping it on, going, "Oh, all right, man, it was mega." Yeah. So I just went, you know what? I say my little bit at the end. So that's my graft, is staying out of it. There's an art in not getting too involved. Do you know what I mean?
I completely know what you mean.
Obviously, Noel and Bonehead are rabbiting all the way through it like two old women. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, I was like, no, I've done that. I did that on Supersonic. I'm staying out of it. I want people to just watch the film, you know what I mean, and enjoy the experience. That's my kind of producer work. Do nothing.
Yeah, but you know, it takes different types of exec producers. As you say, if Noel's going to be all over it, then you've got to be the guy who steps back a little bit to let the magic happen.
Exactly. Less is more, as they say.
What is your standout memories of that hallowed weekend? I was fortunate enough to be there myself on the Sunday. What really stands out for you, Liam?
I mean, I just guess the old, it's hard to explain because I can't really remember. I mean, I can't remember much about it, but I'll never forget it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Did you have, at the time, a sense of the scale of what you were taking part in? Like,
yeah, no, I knew it was going to be big, but that did not scare me one bit. I mean, as we were flying over the field, I was going, surely we could get some more people in that field next door, and that field over there. Why is there loads of empty fields here, man? I was going, what's going on here?
Bonehead, go talk to that farmer.
That's where my head was at. I was going like that. Listen, mate, where's get Marcus on the phone here and sell more tickets? There's loads of fields around it empty. Surely we could squeeze a few more in.
Liam, whilst we're talking festivals, there's a question I need to ask you. It's been bugging me over the last few days. Please wait right there, because there's more from Liam G coming next. Good morning. Welcome along to the Dave Berry Breakfast Show, where I'm so excited to say, taking a break from the studio and calling in, it's the one and only Liam Gallagher. So, Liam, this is what's been kind of on my mind for the last couple of days. At the age of like 21, 22, you became one of the most respected and recognisable frontmen in the world of music. So maybe that took away the opportunity for you to get down and dirty at festivals yourself as a punter. Did you want to get down and dirty? Was that for you?
I wouldn't have done it anyway, man. That's not for me, man. I mean, nah. I mean, I went. Where did I go? No, I've never been to a festival down the front or anything like that. I've had a little look up around Glastonbury, but I've got about 5 minutes and thought, nah, man, I'm going backstage, man. You know what I mean? Far too much for it. And I've had a little sneak peek of what's going on out there, and it's not for me, man.
Well, I mean, obviously, it's impossible for you to walk around a festival, is it, Liam, unless you're in some kind of disguise? Have you ever contemplated a Mexican wrestling mask or something like that?
I mean, I do go out in some serious disguises some days, walking and that, and I still get mad. It's the walk. Unless I walk like a normal person, I don't know what that is, then I might get away with it. But soon, you know, I could go out dressed as whoever, you know what I mean? But it's the walk that gives it away.
Yeah, you've got one of the most iconic walks on planet Earth. It's always it's true. Now, I was informed you were going to be in the studio, but I don't think that's the case. Are you at home? Are you in the studio?
I'm at home now, yeah, but I have been in the studio, like, on and off, like, during whatever it was, the pandemic and that. So I've sort of been doing bits and bobs, you know what I mean? I've been kind of got 2 albums on the go. I've got, like, one that's a bit mad and one that's a bit more, like, kind of whatever normal is, a bit more classic. So we're just going to wait and see which one we should put out, you know what I mean? But been busy, man, so I can't wait. Just want to get these gigs out of the way, and next year, going to proper own it.
Oh,
is mine.
Literally music to our ears. So I just have to touch on that, Liam. Obviously, that's what the fans listening to this will want me to do. So you've always said that maybe you wanted to make a full-on, full-out there, balls-out punk record. Is that what you mean by being a bit more out there?
No. I mean, there's a few punky, there's a few like foot to the floor tunes on it and that, but I just think once you start, I mean, when 10 songs of that, man, will do you nothing, won't it? I guess so. and then you know, and then another song pops along, and you think, oh, like a bit of a Beatley one or a bit of a Lennon one. You think, oh, that's mega, man, that's got to go on. So it's a bit of we've got one on the go that's a bit odd and peculiar, but the songs are still great. There's a bit of dub reggae in there, but there's a whiff of it. You know what I mean?
A whiff.
There's a whiff. On one tune, anyway, there's a whiff.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it. You know, you've got to come and play it to us as soon as it's done, Liam. That's very exciting.
I will do, mate. No,
very exciting.
So I'm buzzing for next year, man. I'm obviously buzzing to get finish this year off on a nice note, as we say.
Exciting times ahead, Liam, as always. Now, I can't have you on and not talk football. Please do wait right there for a couple of minutes. We're going to be talking all things Man City next. It's your Friday morning. Welcome along to the Dave Berry Breakfast Show. My guest today is Liam Gallagher. Liam, we've talked Isle of Wight Festival, the movie Nebworth 1996 and new music. But we can't talk without having a brief chat about football, Liam.
Mate, I'm livid at the moment, mate. I'm still livid from Porto. Since he threw the FA Cup to Chelsea, we've not played well. I think Pep's picked the wrong team. So I don't know when that was, but it was towards the end of the season. And then Porto, went to Porto. That was ridiculous. I'm still seething at that. And then the other week against the Charity Shield or whatever it is, livid at that. Getting beat by Tottenham at the weekend, livid, mate. I'm not having it.
Okay, I mean, obviously,
because like he keeps picking the wrong team. It's like they're not going to get up to speed sitting on the bench, are they? Get them on the pitch, man.
Okay, what do you make of the £100 million for Jack Grealish? Are you excited by that signing as a fan, Liam?
I don't know much about him. Obviously, he played for Aston Villa, and everyone's banging on about him. But he seems, I reckon no one's worth 100 mil, are they, really, at the end of the day?
No, I mean, well, that leads me on to 150 million for Harry Kane. They're saying, would you?
Not having him either. He's on the wrong side of it. Obviously, he's a great goal scorer, but I'd rather have Son, man. Son's the man Son does more than Harry Kane. Or I'd rather have Haaland. He's young. You'll get 10 years out of him. But Kane's obviously a great goal scorer. But I don't know, man. I sort that defence out before I start buying strikers. There's a lot of players in there that need to be sold.
Yeah, okay. They need to thin out the squad a little bit before you start spending that kind of money.
Having a big, massive squad doesn't necessarily win you the Champions League. You know what I mean? I think we need to get the proper team, get the starting 11, and play them week in and week out as much as possible so they can gel together. Do you know what I mean?
Man, it sounds wise to me. It really does. Liam, listen.
Anyway, how's your team?
Yeah, well, Charlton, we had no shots on goal whatsoever against Sheffield Wednesday, and then we lost. Well, don't laugh, Liam.
Hey, mate. I think that's to say. I think we had one in Porto, and our team's worth about £900 billion. So welcome to the funny farm, mate.
Yeah, I suppose at least I sleep well at night knowing Charlton's worth £35. Yeah, that's a good point, Liam. Yeah, that is a good point. Man, listen, so excited to see you at the Isle of Wight Festival on the Friday night, headlining, and really excited about the brand new movie as well, Nebworth 1996. Always lovely to have you on the show. Love to everyone, Liam. Speak to you real soon, man.
And you take care, my man. Bye-bye.